I love arthouse, right? No. The Hunter. The Hunter stars Willem Dafoe, and he is a hunter, and he gets hired to go after the Tasmanian tiger, which has been ruled extinct since like 1930s, because a client wants like the blood samples. It contains a toxin that they could use for certain things that are not good. So they send him up into Tasmania, and he has to go up all the way into the wilderness to try and find this thing and bring it back. I didn't talk about the whole story because I didn't want to reveal everything about the story. I want some surprises to still be there if you decide to watch the movie, which I really think you should. Me and arthouse or artsy type movies, they're just... we don't agree. Odds are, most arthouse films I see, I will either say it's pretentious, boring, or has a stupid ending. One of those three things usually tends to happen. Last year, the exception was Shame. That was a great movie. It was really deep and dark. It was really, really good. Like Drive. Certain parts of Drive were boring, and I'm not afraid to admit that because it's true. That movie was really slow. And this movie, I loved this movie. First, Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is perfect in this movie. He carries the movie on his back. He's perfect as Martin David. There were so many scenes where he was just alone in the wilderness, just setting traps or keeping alive and starting fires, things like that. It just makes you feel like less of a man because you're sitting there like, well, I'm not as manly as Willem Dafoe. I should just kill myself. Along with that, there's some dramatic scenes in the movie too, because before he actually goes up into the wilderness, he stays in a town, and everyone's just hostile towards him, and then he stays with a family for a bit. Just certain scenes happen that make it seem really heartfelt, and you can see a lot of depth into his character, which is something that's important in a movie like this. You need to have deep characters. You can't just have paper-thin cardboard cutouts doing shit. The only other actor I knew in the movie was Sam Neill, you know, Alan Grant, Jurassic Park. I love it. Honestly, he really should be in more movies, because here he's just really good. He had a small part, but for what he was given, he was great. And this movie, even though it's really slow, it's intense. Like, whenever he's in the woods, you just feel the intensity. Like, you want him to be able to find this thing so he can kill it and get paid. That sounds awful, but you are on his side. And just watching him do what he does best, it's really, really cool to watch. And oh my god, the cinematography in this movie, it's some of the best I've ever seen. They shot this whole movie in Tasmania, so there's no like green screen or anything like you would see in movies with this much of a scope. There's this one panoramic shot around Willem Dafoe as he's walking in an open field. It was so amazing. It was breathtaking. I had my jaw dropped. It was so amazing. Just the way it portrayed the wilderness at every shot. There's no real shaky cam in it, like when he's running after something. You could see everything that's going on, and that is great. I love when movies just take the camera and show you what they want to show you, not shaking the camera to try and make their shitty work look better. Like I said, arthouse movies' endings, they can be awful. This one, so powerful. I cannot describe how moved I was by the ending. Some people will view this as very depressing, but you have to see the humanity in the ending, and that's what I saw, and I'm trying not to reveal anything, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But if you see the movie, definitely write below what you thought of it. That's Spoilerville. The Hunter is one of my favorite, if not my favorite movie of 2012 so far. I highly recommend you see it, even though it's in like 4 theaters in the universe. If you can see it, definitely do so. I actually watched it on Amazon, so just rent it there for $7. Best $7 I've ever spent on a movie. I'm definitely giving it a jumbo popcorn. It's totally worth your time. Definitely check it out. So what are you guys thinking about The Hunter? Because I assume no one's really seen it. I'll put the trailer below if you want to watch it. Come back, tell me what you think. Definitely try and see it. Write your beautiful comments down there and tell me what you think. Hey, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button up there, because if you don't, I will set traps around your house so you'll never escape.